Lynn comes in at 10-3 overall. They're 4-1 here at home, 3-2 in conference play, coming off a big win on the 29th up in Lakeland over the Mocs of Florida Southern, 69-68 in a thriller. 2 free throws sunk by Marone. Down the stretch, about 5 seconds remaining, clinched it for the Fighting Knights, who really led throughout that ball game. Marone led the Fighting Knights in scoring with 16 points. She also added 6 rebounds and 4 steals. Cram hit 3 triples in that one, tallying 13 points overall. Fiore added 10. Montalbano perfect from the field, scoring 8 points in the victory over the Mocs. The Spartans were undefeated coming into play in that final game of 2022. They were 11-0 and then upset at home by Palm Beach Atlantic, 79-76 in overtime for the Spartans. Malia Sullivan had a big game with 24 points. And the key for Coach Manisha Reedus' team was holding Sydney Kinn to just 11 points. They held Kinn to 4 of 15 shooting from the field. And you can bet that the Fighting Knights took note of that successful remedy and formula that PBA executed, trying to hold the star Sydney Kinn down, who averages 17 points and 9.8 rebounds per game, the 6'3 senior. We will now rise for the anthem, and then Jeff Winter will have the introductions. Thank you, Jeff Winter. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Welcome, Spartan fans. Happy New Year. Thanks for spending your New Year's Day with us here on the Sunshine State Conference Network. Big game here in SSC play to open the new year, with Tampa being defeated in that final game of 2022. They are now 3-1 and in second place. Eckerd leading the pack at 5-0, so Tampa tied with Nova Southeastern. Lynn at 3-2, tied with PBA and Florida Southern. Spartans hustling to get that loose ball back, as Justo in command at that quarterback point guard position. Jones, and they go into the post, and scoring is Sidney Kinn, one of the best players in the country. 6'3" senior out of Cary, Ohio. Lutz and Montalbano. Montalbano likes to penetrate and kick. Romick cut off. Good catch by Montalbano. Fiore with 4 seconds. 3, puts it up, banked short. And Kinn clears the rebound. She averages 9.8 per game to go with her 17 points per game. Justo underneath, jump stop, blocked by Lutz, and a jump ball. Good call underneath. Excellent defense played by Fiore and Lutz Kostic. Danielle Montalbano on the bounce. Woman-to-woman defense, both teams. Romick, good leave to Lutz, gathers, puts it up short. Kostic upset with herself. She's got to put that one down. The strong left hand for the grad student from Croatia. Cram, long distance bomber for Lynn at 47% from beyond the arc. Romick with 4 to shoot, taking it deep. Montalbano picked it up, had it blocked, and that will be a shot clock violation, as Lynn having difficulty penetrating that tough Tampa defense. Here's Justo. Junior from Naples. Takes it hard right, stops, puts it up, short. Strong rebound by Montalbano. Montalbano surveys. Fiore into the lane. Romick, that jab step. Kicks it to Lutz. Now 5 seconds, Cram all the way in, banked it too strong, and Kinn clears another rebound. Here comes Justo. In transition, attacking, draws the foul. Maya to the line to shoot 2. So Coach Hod may need to go to that bench quickly here and bring in her star, Jada Marone. Jada's been coming off of the bench after suffering that blow to the nose at Embry-Riddle, but she has been outstanding off of the bench as well. And as I say it, the warm-up jersey comes off. And Marone will also be joined by Clavina coming in. Montalbano dealing, puts it up and in off of the glass. She is a good one-on-one player. Very quick to either hand. Big bucket there by Danielle. 4-2 Tampa. muscling in, drawing the foul, and one. Strong take by Malia Sullivan. Gifted athlete, the senior from Bartow, Florida. So Clavina and Marone in for Montalbano and Fiore. Sullivan, 81% free throw shooter, drains it 7-2. It's a well-balanced Spartan team. Came into the week 6th in the country. Clavina around a cram screen. Marone will have to penetrate, and she took steps on that initial fake. Lynn's first turnover. Backdoor cut. Pull up is shy. Following her miss, putting up again. And that is off as well from Sarah Jones. Here comes Marone. Probing the defense to Romick. Clavina. Dangerous skip pass finds Marone. She shoots and scores. That's a three-pointer by Jada. Marone at 38% on the season from beyond the arc. And Lynn to within 2. Offensive foul, illegal pick. That will be called on Sullivan. Filson along with Hemingway in for Coach Tucker. Depth. The strength of this team. Lynn can throw numbers of talent at you. Graham, high point. That's a quick travel call there on Kennedy. Tampa by 2. Going left, hanging, shooting up short. Good defense by Hemingway on Sullivan. Here comes Mari. Marone all the way in, bakes it up and in and one. Jada Marone says, count that. Coach Jesse said, where was the foul there? As Justo also with her hands in the air. Jada Marone very adept at getting herself to the foul line. So quick, draws a ton of contact, and the crafty, savvy veteran also creative at initiating and getting herself to the line. Marone, 73% for the free throw line. But she has hit some clutch ones this season, including the game winners up in Lakeland. We're tied at a touchdown apiece, 5 minutes to play first quarter. There's a hold on Filson. As she battled Kin. Very deep up front are the Fighting Knights, so they've got some fouls to give between Filson, Lutz. Hemingway can also play that 5 role. So the media timeout, we'll go over some numbers for you. Lynn, 3 of 7 from the field, 43%. They've hit their lone three-pointer. That was nailed by Marone. 0 for 1 from the free throw line, while Tampa is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Tampa 2 of 7 from the field. They have yet to attempt a three-pointer. Rebounding is tied at 5. These are 2 quality teams at sharing the basketball. Thus far, Lynn has 3 assists to Tampa's 1. Turnovers, Lynn a couple, Tampa with 1. This Tampa team comes in averaging 18.6 assists per game as a team, and Lynn at 17 assists per game. Very unselfish. The two teams that execute well. Tampa averaging 76 points a game. Lynn at 71 points per game. Coach DJ Slifer telling me that Tampa, off the inbound, quick trigger, tapped around on the rebound, and a foul committed by Clavina. Coach Hudd saying she got all ball. Coach Slifer telling me that their net index for scoring percentage per possession is leading the nation, the Spartans offense. In the post, it's Ken. Works against Hemingway, came up short. A whistle from across court. Interesting position where the official on that side and the official underneath, right next to the play, did not blow the whistle. But the official here on the other side of the court made the call. So Ken, an excellent free throw shooter at 82%, misses the first. She can do it all. 6'3". Multifaceted skills. 8-7 Tampa. Hemingway. Clavina fake, takes it herself and banked it in. Nice little ball fake, froze the defense, and Mari puts it in. She averages 4 a game, the grad student from Latvia, transfer from San Francisco. Ken again in the post. She's got Lutz on her. Settles for the short. Jay in and out. Marone the rebound. Here comes Jada in the express. Clavina ball fake. Sets up her roommate Lutz, and she puts it in. Lynn with a lead. Coach Hudd applauding her team's effort. 3:50 to play first quarter. Justo. This is Marcheski. Ken doubled. They poke it away, and a late whistle comes in. The foul's beginning to mount on the Fighting Knights. Lutz just with her hands in her air and a smile. And Lutz will have to come out. That is her second. So Filson back. She's got one. Tampa already has shot 5 free throws. Ken 2 for 3 from the line. A beautiful release. The lead for Lynn is 3.5 minutes to play first quarter. Marone quickly left, puts it up, draws the foul on Justo. Again, Maya said, campaigning that she didn't foul. Very similar play and call to what we saw earlier. Coach Jesse pleading with the official there. But Justo will have to depart with 2 fouls. Chloe Webb in for Cram. And for Tampa, they bring in Sarah Jones is back. Marone rattles that one in. Lead back to 3. Jada with 5 off of the bench early. Lynn showing pressure with Justo on the bench. Ramsey, local product out of Boca Raton High School. Corner 3, a brick, and ricochets to Webb. Filson lost her balance a little bit. I don't know, Kennedy tentative on that take. Here's Ken. And Ramsey directing traffic. She averages 5 assists a game, and she can shoot it as well. Open 3, and that is good. Big fan contingency here to see Audrey play, the Boca Raton High School star, just down the street from Lynn University. Filson, 15-footer, side of the rim, and that will corral out of bounds. We're tied at 13. 2.5 minutes to play first quarter. Ramsey can't give her those good looks. 45% three-point shooter. There's the help from Marone. Well done. Good quick recovery across the lane by Jada. And they called a foul there. Coach Hudd furious. Neither team is going to like the amount of whistles here. Gonna have to let the ladies play a little bit here. For the lead, Ken delivers. She hits one or two. Ken now with 6 points. Illegal pick. Webb appeared to be stationary there. Filson stationary there. As the officials becoming very whistle happy here, blowing it like it's New Year's Eve. Ramsey. Good ball fake. That's Marcheski. In the paint they go. Three-pointer buried by Jones with a hand in her face. Sarah shoots at about 30% on the season. Filson, little baby hook is strong. And Tampa, a 4-point advantage. Good hands by Hemingway, but getting it back and putting it in. The strength by Sullivan. She is tough. Malia coming off of that 24-point performance against PBA. And it's 9 straight points. That is a slight shove in the back called on Marcheski. Transfer from James Madison. So Lutz will come back in for Filson. Cram for Clavina. Good minutes by Maury off of the bench. Lynn needs a bucket here. It's a 9-0 run for Tampa. Hemingway, straight on three, wide right. Tough look there. And now under a minute, Coach Jesse calling the play out. Looking for Ken in the post. She'll reestablish. Ramsey will jab, step, spin. Well defended by Marone. Look at the steal by Marone. 2-on-1 with Cram. Jada leaves it for Cram, and she missed the layup. Couple of layups missed by Lynn here in the first quarter. Ramsey with 22 seconds to play first quarter. There's about a 3-second shot clock differential. Sullivan, a little jab step. Lutz has 2 fouls. Steal by Hemingway, and then a reach-in foul on Sullivan. So a mistake off of the turnover will send Lynn to the free throw line. That's a break for the Fighting Knights, who are struggling offensively. Hemingway, 80% foul shooter. Lynn 2 for 3 today as a team. I'll make it 2 for 4. Lynn's been stuck on 13 for a while and finally off of that mark. 7 seconds. Sullivan with 5, with 3, with 2. Puts up a long deuce. Well defended by Hemingway with some help from Marone. And we end the first quarter with Tampa leading 19-14 here in the Lynn Sports Network.
Fighting Knights are strong, bold, unstoppable. We believe the book on higher education is still being written, and much of it not in books at all. Education demands Fighting Knights.
Welcome back, SSC fans. Tampa basketball up 5. Lynn had led it 13-10. It was a 9-0 run by the Spartans. Hemingway ends the first quarter scoring with a free throw. And here we go, second quarter. Ramsey handling point with Justo out with 2 fouls. Ramsey can shoot it. Another good look from the right wing. Lynn fortunate. Webb runs down the rebound. Lutz with 2 fouls as well. Hemingway deep in the post. Beautiful pass back to Lutz, and she puts it in. Her second bucket. Kostic with just 1 foul. I apologize. That's good news, Friday night fans. Sullivan against Hemingway. Big time matchup right here. Good help defense by Cram. Ramsey with Webb on her. Ramsey quickly left the floater in the paint. Banked it in. Audrey Ramsey. Local product with the big crowd cheering her on. Kostic, the assist leader on this team from the 5 slot. Marone around the defender and one. Long continuation there, and I think that's what Coach Jesse is asking about. That whistle blew on the contact off of the dribble. Marone was able to take another step and score the bucket. A little WNBA, NBA continuation. Lynn will take it. Second foul on Marcheski. Marone, 3-point play. Lynn back to within 2 with 5 quick points here to open the second. Here's the pressure by Lynn. Ken has range. Ramsey against Marone. Jones. Lob pass underneath. We've got a hold in the paint. Will go on Kostic, so she now has picked up her second. Sullivan is back for Marcheski. Clavina for Cram. Excuse me, Cram also back out. Hemingway departs. Ramsey open three. They're going to wave that off. So Coach Jesse said, what about the continuation there? Webb had plowed through a pick, called a foul, and immediately the official waved that shot off. Well, Lynn is going to have to be aware of Ramsey on the wing. Jones off the inbound, quick pull-up, rattles in. Sarah Jones, the junior from Mason, Ohio. She's got 5. Clavino launches from 3, not high percentage. Murray searching for her first made 3 of the season. She was in nice rhythm, no hesitation. Kin's bounce pass intercepted by Kostek. Marone in the express. They were hoping to find Graham open for 3, but Tampa's done a nice job covering her on the perimeter. There's a long 3, and again, that's blocked. That was Marcheski. Alani Gallagher, 23, grad student, 6-footer. Backdoor, Sullivan, excellent rotation down by Cram to pick that pass off. And then a reach-and foul committed by Gallagher. Good end-to-end action by Cram. So Montalbano and the birthday girl, Rachel Romick, back on the court. Want to thank Mr. Romick, Patrick. Good to see him. He passed along a good-looking chocolate chip, what do they call these, blondie brownies? Now, that won't be here long. Thank you and happy birthday to Rachel Romick. Rachel in the post, puts it up softly, no. And here come the Spartans. Up by 4. Jones. Gallagher trying to run the high-low with Kin. It's denied by Kostek. And Clavina. Kin going baseline, spinning back left and now right. And there is a late whistle. Again, the outside official making the call. The official right next to the play did not make the call. It appeared there was plenty of contact. Just Hemingway back for Kostek, who now has picked up her 3rd. So Ken, 82% from the line on the season, is 4 of 7 here today. Missed them both. So a break for Lynn. Montalbano with a basket early on. Clavino wasn't looking, and Lynn turns it over. Ramsey in transition. They find the open shooter, Marcheski back iron. Rebound run down by Rachel. Hemingway can go one-on-one. Takes it into the post. Lobs it up and in over the outstretched arm of the 6'3" Kin. Michaela, they can run ISOs for Hemingway. She is a smooth operator. Jones launches for 3. Weak side rebound. Bounced around to Clavina. A little touch foul Coach Jesse said, again, what do we got to do? But the officials have been calling that since the start, to the frustration, I think, of both teams. They would rather be allowed to play a little more here. Media timeout. We'll take a break and be back 23-21. We've got a good one from the DeHornley Center.
Fighting Knights are strong, bold, unstoppable. We believe the book on higher education is still being written, and much of it not in books at all. Education demands bold, persistent experimentation. And as much as we are teachers, we are also students. A community of thinkers.
(23-21) in a big battle here in SSC play. Hemingway will shoot over Ken again. That soft touch. That's not easy to do over the 6'3" Ken. And a quality defense as well by Sidney. That's just better shooting by Hemingway. Ramsey, ball fake slapped away by Montalbano, and a gorgeous pass to the cutting Jones. Tampa by 2. Fiore back in. Cram in the lane. Her short jumper. Reynolds in. Soft touch by the three-point specialist. Cram, soft touch in the paint. We're tied at 25. 4 minutes to play first half. Ramsey against Montalbano, two local products. I'm sure they've faced each other many times. Ken in the post, muscles it up and in. Montalbano wheeling. Hemingway, 4-3, clanked it off of the glass. Ramsey, who's done a quality job at point with Justo going out with 2 early fouls. Ken gets very deep and scores it with the left hand. That's too easy. No help defense there. And Ken scoring 2 possessions in a row. Fiore, baseline jumper is in. Fiore, her first bucket. For Fiore, who averages 12 a game. Here's Ken, turns to face and scores. That ISO is not working right now defensively for Lynn. 3 consecutive possessions. Ken has put it in. Romick off the curl. Romick waits, goes underneath. That was a tricky shot. Almost got it to fall. As Marone and Filson return. So Marone will be playing some wing here with Montalbano also on the court. Good recovery defensively by Romick. Ramsey, and 3 seconds called Gallagher said, "I cleared." Tampa by 4. Marone around a screen. Knifing in, lost it. Loose ball picked up by Antosh. Coach Jesse says slow it down. Calls the play. Minute and a half to play in the half. His team up 4. Good help defense there by Filson. Antosh underneath and then draws the foul on Filson. Filson, that is her 3rd. So Filson and Kostick each with 3. Tampa now 7 of 12 from the free throw line. They are a good free throw shooting team on the season. Oh, Antosh, her first point. Tampa by 5. Lynn would love to close this half on a strong note. And that's the 4th on number 4. 2 offensive fouls called on Filson here. She's got 4 fouls. Hemingway will have to come back. Which is okay, particularly with Ken out resting here. Minute to play first half. Jones, Ramsey, Fiore, great overplay and steal. Ella with 2 defenders to beat gets bumped, and there is the whistle. There was contact there. That'll go on Aaron Antosh. And Fiore, big defensive play, will go to the line to shoot 2. Ella, outstanding and consistent. The sophomore from Narragansett, Rhode Island, transfer out of the University of New Hampshire. Fiore doing it all for this team. 12 points, 5 rebounds a game, shooting 62% from the field, 42% from three-point territory. 16 steals on the season now. The only thing that she would like to improve is that free throw shooting. She just hit both. Timeout Tampa as they struggled to inbound the ball. Ella had come in at just 54% from the free throw line. So Tampa forced to get the TO. 49 seconds to play first half. Quality matchup, 2 very solid teams here. Battling for position at the top of the league. Lynn shooting 44% from the field, 1 of 5 from three-point territory, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Tampa shooting 48% from the field, 2 of 6 from three-point territory, 8 of 13 from the foul line. So Lynn in that trapping three-quarter court press. Ramsey met by Montalbano. 38 seconds to play first half. Overplay by Romick. Marcheski took steps, so the defense, good defense. Montalbano and Romick on the perimeter, denying passing lanes, forcing the turnover. Lincoln hold for 1. Looks like they will. Jada back in the game, controlling. Marone guarded by Jones. Montalbano. And they will go at around 9 or 8 seconds. So there it is, 8 seconds. It should go now. 7. Marone with 6. Jada quickly left. In the corner, Fiore for 3. Cash! We're tied at 32. And a jumping hip check from Hemingway to Fiore in celebration. Set up perfectly by Marone with the assist. And Fiore nails the triple at the buzzer, executed to perfection to tie this game at the half at 32. Marone leading Lynn in scoring with 10. She also has an assist and a steal. Clavina leading the team with 3 assists, a couple of rebounds, a game-high dozen points for Sydney Kinn. Sydney also with 7 rebounds in the first half. She's on her way to a double-double. Audrey Ramsey, who averages 5 assists a game, has 4 already for the Spartans. We are tied at 32 at the break in a terrific ball game. We'll be back in about 10 minutes from the DeHornley Center.
Fighting Knights are strong, bold, unstoppable. We believe the book on higher education is still being written, and much of it not in books at all. Education demands bold, persistent experimentation. And as much as we are teachers, we are also students. A community of thinkers, challengers, innovators. We represent the face of a new generation that will lead a new world. A world where there is no impossible. We come from everywhere and believe we can go anywhere. We are Lynn University, and we speak the universal language of possible. This place was built from determination and the power of curiosity, the stuff of great artists, pioneers, and entrepreneurs. Welcome to the gateway of why and the proving ground for asking, why not? If you have the belief, if you have the dream, if you have the determination, you're Lynn. Fighting Knights are strong, bold, unstoppable. We believe the book on higher education is still being written, and much of it not in books at all. Education demands bold, persistent experimentation. And as much as we are teachers, we are also students. A community of thinkers, challengers, innovators. We represent the face of a new generation that will lead a new world. A world where there is no impossible. We come from everywhere and believe we can go anywhere. We are Lynn University, and we speak the universal language of possible. This place was built from determination and the power of curiosity, the stuff of great artists, pioneers, and entrepreneurs. Welcome to the gateway of why and the proving ground for asking, why not? If you have the belief, if you have the dream, if you have the determination, you're Lynn. Fighting nights are strong, bold, unstoppable. We believe the book on higher education is still being written, and much of it not in books at all. Education demands bold, persistent experimentation. And as much as we are teachers, we are also students. A community of thinkers, challengers, innovators. We represent the face of a new generation that will lead a new world. A world where there is no impossible. We come from everywhere and believe we can go anywhere. We are Lynn University, and we speak the universal language of possible. This place was built from determination and the power of curiosity, the stuff of great artists, pioneers, and entrepreneurs. Welcome to the gateway of why and the proving ground for asking, why not? If you have the belief, if you have the dream, if you have the determination, you're Lynn. Fighting nights are strong, bold, unstoppable. We believe the book on higher education is still being written, and much of it not in books at all. Education demands bold, persistent experimentation. And as much as we are teachers, we are also students. A community of thinkers, challengers, innovators. We represent the face of a new generation that will lead a new world. A world where there is no impossible. We come from everywhere and believe we can go anywhere. We are Lynn University, and we speak the universal language of possible. This place was built from determination and the power of curiosity, the stuff of great artists, pioneers, and entrepreneurs. Welcome to the gateway of why and the proving ground for asking, why not? If you have the belief, if you have the dream, if you have the determination, you're Lynn. Fighting nights are strong, bold, unstoppable. We believe the book on higher education is still being written, and much of it not in books at all. Education demands bold, persistent experimentation. And as much as we are teachers, we are also students. A community of thinkers, challengers, innovators. We represent the face of a new generation that will lead a new world. A world where there is no impossible. We come from everywhere and believe we can go anywhere. We are Lynn University, and we speak the universal language of possible. This place was built from determination and the power of curiosity, the stuff of great artists, pioneers, and entrepreneurs. Welcome to the gateway of why and the proving ground for asking, why not? If you have the belief, if you have the dream, if you have the determination, you're Lynn. Fighting Knights are strong, bold, unstoppable. We believe the book on higher education is still being written, and much of it not in books at all. Education demands bold, persistent experimentation. And as much as we are teachers, we are also students. A community of thinkers, challengers, innovators. We represent the face of a new generation that will lead a new world. A world where there is no impossible. We come from everywhere and believe we can go anywhere. We are Lynn University, and we speak the universal language of possible. This place was built from determination and the power of curiosity, the stuff of great artists, pioneers, and entrepreneurs. Welcome to the gateway of why and the proving ground for asking, why not? If you have the belief, if you have the dream, if you have the determination, you're Lynn.
Friday Knights come together as a team in rhythmic clapping as they prepare for the second half in a big early season SSC game here. Tampa at 3-1, Lynn at 3-2. Two of the best teams in the conference. Tampa ranked 6th in the nation, coming off their first defeat of the season, an upset loss in Tampa to PBA, who Lynn will see here on Wednesday night. So the issue here for Coach Hunt and the Fighting Knights will be foul trouble. With Filson with 4 fouls, Lutz with 3. So those are the 2 5s that can stay with Sidney Kinn in height. Because Filson about 6'2", as is Lutz. Kinn at 6'3". So Hemingway will draw the assignment quite a bit. And Michaela at 5'11", doesn't have the length. Kinn able to shoot over her. Michaela has got the ability, of course, physicality. But Lynn will have to double when Lutz is not in the game. Near turnover, Montalbano able to secure it as we begin the third quarter. Looking in the post. Cram in the post, goes up and shoots it up just a little bit strong. Good look, though, there for Lynn. Justo back in after a long time sitting on the bench after picking up 2 quick early fouls. But Ramsey was able to quarterback the team. They go into the post, dug out. Nice play there defensively by Lynn and Romick. But Lynn throws it away. So careless there. Getting into their set. The 6th Fighting Night turnover to Tampa's 9. Tampa will try to get that 4th on Lutz as they go right to Kinn. Lynn helped in that matchup on the first possession of the half. Good position by Kinn. That's way too easy. He can go either shoulder, over the left, over the right, quickly. Terrific agility. Big-time player. Tampa the lead. Romick hard right, wraparound pass, deflected out of bounds. Lynn will keep it. Kinn now with 14 points. She averages 17. Lynn would love to free up a 3-point look for Cram. Tampa has covered that, not this time. Back iron, Fiore battles, gets the rebound, gets Kinn in the air and draws the foul. Savvy play by Ella. And Fiore to the line to shoot 2. She's 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 7 points. And a couple of steals today. Fiore had the big triple to tie it at the end of the first half. This is the first of 2. Lynn looking for their first point of the second half. There it is. Ella 3 for 4 from the line today. Tampa by 1. Here's the pressure. They're tough to press with the ability of Ramsey and Justo to handle. Trying to get it to Kinn. Skip past Jones for an open 3. Yes. Big Tampa crowd here celebrating. They've got a couple of local products. Ramsey played at Boca High. They've got Thea Dos Sacos, who played at St. Andrew's School here in Boca. Fiore jab step straight on 3. Back iron, Lutz the rebound. Ooh, threw it over the head of the cutting Romick, and Kostick apologizes immediately. Jones, 2 triples, 10 points. Kinn calling for it. They don't get it to her. She reestablishes, lob pass, and quick trap comes in and tying up. Kinn was Romick. Possession favors Tampa. Marone in for Montalbano. When Jones is hitting the triple. This Tampa team nearly impossible to beat. Kin, offensive rebound. They go back to Kin, way too deep, and she will score it easily. Kin now with 16. 6 of 7 from the field. Marone gets the step, missed the layup. Danger time here for Lynn. Good dig by Jada, and out of bounds to Lynn. Big play defensively. Marone, after missing a shot, she'll make 9 out of 10 times, came back and caused the turnover. Get the feeling this is a pivotal time in this game as Tampa up 6, building momentum. Lynn needs a bucket. Lutz hits Fiore on her cut. Fiore with a size advantage will score it, taking it to the rim. Justo was sent to the ground. She's may have hit the back of her head against the court. So Maya trying to shake that off. Tough competitor. Justo averaging 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists per contest. Only 2 points here today. She picked up those 2 quick fouls. Justo against Marone, 2 quick guards. Ken looking to establish. Sullivan underneath, double clutch, no Lutz, strong rebound. Marone in the express up the middle. Jada to the rim, draws the foul 3 times, taking it left, has picked up 3 fouls on Justa. Maya went straight up there as she campaigns to the official. Demonstrating what she did, and the official will have none out of it. That is her 3rd. Clavina is in along with Hemingway as they replace Cram and Kostick. Marone nails the free throw. She's got 11. Fiore with 10. In and out, Jada 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Marone against Justo. She's bothering her. Jada says, bring it on. Justo will take it towards her. Big rebound. And Hemingway comes down, and the outside official again makes the call from across court. Coach Jesse challenging the official underneath as to why he didn't make the call. Marcheski returns, and Kin to the line. Kin's got 17, right on her average now. That tip back. They lost it. Lynn fortunate there. Long skip pass, Clavina. Fiore calling for it in the post. Now Clavina wants it. Justo's got 3 fouls. Marone for 3. Rimming good. That cuts it to 1. Second triple for Marone. She's got 14. Right on her average. Sullivan sets up an open 3. Rebound tap to Hemingway by Marone. That was missed by Marcheski. Marone trying to make it 2 in a row. Bam! Lynn the lead. Jada Marone. 2 triples in a row. What a competitor. Marone 3 for 3 from distance. She's got 17. Jada coming in 38% from beyond the arc. Perfect today. What a leader Marone is. The grad student out of Lakewood, Ohio, transfer from Notre Dame College. A player that Coach Hutt originally recruited in her efforts. Cashing in the long run with Jada spending her graduate season here as a Fighting Knight. Lynn up by 2. They had trailed at 39-33. And Tampa was building momentum. And Lynn, a furious turnaround here to not just stay in this one, but recapture the lead. Spartan huddle being led right now by Caitlin Mietrich, the associate head coach. So Justo is on the bench again with 3 fouls. So it'll be Audrey Ramsey running the point, which he's certainly qualified for. They go directly into Kin. They need a double. It came too late and scoring easily. Hemingway calling for a walk. That double's got to come quicker. Kin just eating the Fighting Knights up. And then a steal by Kin. So Tampa can retake the lead. Justo is back in the game. A reach in and a foul on Hemingway against Ramsey. So Ramsey to the line to shoot 2. So out of the timeout, Tampa responding quickly. And that will bring us to the media timeout, and I think Lynn needs that to regroup. You can't have any possession let down if you're going to defeat this Spartan team. You got to be quality each time down, both ends of the floor. I know it's a lot to ask for, but the Spartans are that good. Jada Marone has 17 points, leading Lynn in scoring, but she is not even game high. That belongs to Sydney Kin. 19 points, 7 of 8 shooting. She has 11 rebounds, a steal and a block. Audrey Ramsey with 6 assists, also has 5 points and a steal. Ramsey at the line, shooting 2. Her first trip to the free throw line today. Tampa 9 of 15 from the free throw line. Lynn 8 of 12. Pure free throw from Ramsey, who shoots at 82%. The sophomore from Boca High, very strong women's basketball program at Boca Raton High School. Tampa, after a short-lived Lynn lead, back up 2. Lob pass, Clavina in the post, puts it in with the left hand. Well designed as Coach Hutt went over to Coach Slifer and gave him 5. So that may have been DJ's call. Clavina's got good size. Justo floating in the lane, back iron. There's Kin, another rebound, her 5th offensive rebound. Here's Kin against Hemingway. She wants it back. Lynn will have to double here Kin along the baseline, spinning, blocked by the help by Fiore. No numbers. Marone looking for an advantage. Romick back to Marone. And Lynn will reset. Tied at 44. Jada quickly right to the rim. Missed the layup. Justo in transition. Underneath, good find. Passes to Jones, in and out. Sullivan probably should have gone straight up with herself. Unselfish there by Malia. 2.5 minutes to play, third quarter. Tampa crowd shouting defense. Marone against Jones. Backdoor cut, Marone. She doesn't miss that one. Gorgeous pass from Romick, the birthday girl. With her parents in attendance, Sally and Patrick. Justo. Here's Kin. Lynn likes her to catch this far from the hoop. Sullivan in the post, turns and scores. So many weapons. Tied at 46, minute 40 to play, third quarter. Clavina in the post again, goes straight up, left it short. Good look there from Mari. And here is Ramsey. Sullivan against Clavina. Takes the baseline and puts it in. Too easy. Sullivan, very skilled, tough one-on-one player. Marone leans in, draws contact, was hoping for the whistle, didn't get it. But fought, and that bounced off Ramsey's foot and out of bounds. Jada Marone so quick. And Marone, a couple of words for Ramsey, I believe, as she got to her feet. So Filson in the game with 4 fouls. We'll see how Lynn plays Ken. Marone. Clavina hard right, scoops it up and in with one hand, all in one motion. The Latvian with a big bucket, tying at 48. 20 seconds to play, third quarter. Ramsey. 1 second differential. Here's Ken against Filson. Ramsey around the screen. Good help defense. Ken's got Marone on her. 1 second. Justo launches. Rebound tap to Romick, and a big stop to end the third period to keep this game locked up and tied. It is now 48 all. It was tied at 34 at the end of the half. Now this one appears headed down to the wire. And we will be back for fourth quarter action from the DeHornley Center. So Coach Hod a couple weeks back said, our team is getting better and we know how to beat good teams, but we don't know how to beat really good teams yet. And this will be a test. They beat a very good team on the road Thursday at Lakeland against the Mocs. And you know that will give them that confidence boost. But will it propel them to defeat this quality of team in the Tampa Spartans? Webb being overplayed, now dribbles into the corner, loses it, but Marone is there, sets up Filson. She can't knock it down. Fiore back to Kennedy. That is short. Marone puts it in. Relentless activity by Jada. Lynn by 2. Sullivan back in a hurry, scoring. Tied again at 50. Warriors right now. Marone, Sullivan. Kennedy back to Webb. Three-pointer by Lowy. No, Filson the rebound. Had it poked away, and that foul will go on who? This is a big call. If it's Filson, it's her 5th. If it's Justo, her 4th. And it does go on Justo on the reach-in. Marcheski back in for Justo. Frustrating day for Maya. Marone, quick, had it blocked by Kin, but kept it alive. Plavina for 3. Filson the rebound, and a foul on Kin. Good action on the glass by Kennedy. Aggressive play for Filson despite the 4 fouls. Webb off the inbound. Fiore open 3. Banked it in. And Ella with her hands in the air like, hey, I'll take it. Break for Lynn. They lead by 3. Fiore now with 13. Sullivan, Kin, wide open layup. That just can't happen. Kin now 8 of 10 from the field. Marone leans in, tough shot. Rebound battled for Sullivan, comes away with it. 3-on-1 for Sullivan. Jones is fouled by Webb, no call, and then a late whistle calls the foul on Webb. And that actually happened after the rebound. Montalbano and Lutz come in for Clavina and Filson. And Marone. Cram also back in. This should be a shooting foul, I believe. Confusion from the officials as Coach Jesse trying to sort this out for them. As Jones goes to the correct spot, the free throw line. The foul was whistled so late that all 10 players were completely confused. But they get it right. Jones to the free throw line, nails the first one. Jones has been outstanding today. She's got 12. Jones 4 of 4 from the free throw line, 14 points. Tampa by 1. Kostick. See what Lynn does offensively here with Marone on the bench. Cram, mid-range jumper, back of the iron. They go to Kin. Kostick has 3 fouls. They're back to Kin. Backing down and a ticky-tack call A little reach in there, called on Kostick, her fourth. So Filson and Kostick with both four. Clavina back in for Webb. And Hemingway for Lutz. Ramsey uses a Kin screen. Pull up Jay. No good. Tap to Hemingway. Clavina all the way in. Scoops it up strong. Bothered by the length of Kin. Tampa by one. There's a double by Hemingway and a jump ball. Good, quick double team by Michaela with Clavina defending behind her. .640 to play. Plenty of time. Ramsey behind the back dribble. Sets up Jones. Three. Rebound batted out of bounds, and that is Lynn basketball. So Jones now 2 of 5 from three-point territory. Spacing not great at the moment for Lynn. Cram. Fiore has got the step, brings it in, banked it in. The help didn't come from Kin, and Fiore took advantage. Lynn by one. Looking for Sullivan underneath. Ramsey uses the pick. Jones guarded by Clavina, and what's the call here? Away from the ball, they call it on Hemingway in the post. That's her third. Here's Ken. Turns to face, shoots it up, and rattles it in. Ken's got 21. Tampa by one. Clavina launches an air ball. Murray staying with that triple. She has yet to hit one this season. Not exactly what Coach Hudd looking for there. Maybe if it was late in the clock. Sullivan, good look there. These are two easy looks right now for Tampa in the paint. Montalbano, the step all the way to the hoop that was bothered by Ken. Lynn fortunate to retain possession. So Marone will have to come back in. She's had her little break. Her team down 3 with 4:40 to play. And Coach Hudd probably will have to bring either Lutz or Filson back in. Each of those players have 4 fouls, but Tampa getting 2 quality of look here in the paint with both of them on the bench. Tampa very difficult to guard because if you help in the post, they can set up their perimeter game, obviously, with Jones, Ramsey, and company. I think you're going to have to live with that. You've got to cut off the scoring of Kin and Sullivan if you can. Now that's the recipe that PBA utilized. At this point, just make somebody else beat you. I mean, Jones is having a terrific game with 14 points. Get these stats updated. But if you allow Ken and Sullivan to operate in the lane, you're going to lose. Here's Marone. Hesitation move. Sets up Hemingway. She short-armed it, and Ramsey the rebound. Justo back in the game with her 4 fouls. Sullivan couldn't catch that loose ball, runs it down, and then scores. Lynn did not react quickly to that loose ball, which was really the first time all day. They've been terrific with 50-50 balls. Hemingway 4-3, rattles out, and we're going to, that foul will go on Clavina, I believe, in the post. Danger time now for Lynn. They're down 5 with 3:50 to play. Feel like Kostick has got to come back in defensively. Hemingway gives Lynn more options offensively. But they just cannot stop this right here. They just can't. And now it's 7. Lynn might need a timeout. Hemingway takes it in and is bailed out by a foul call. Justo has her 5th, and Maya probably feels like she hasn't fouled once today. And she may have a good case. So they're going to bring in Lutz for Clavina, so they're going to go big. At least they'll be able to defend the paint. The Hemingway with the versatility to move to position. Hemingway 2 for 3 from the free throw line. Every point critical here now, down 6 with 3 minutes to play. Justo's fouled out, but they played most of the game without her in foul trouble all day. Ramsey handling that point guard position. And an offensive foul will go on Kin. Again, whistled by an official who appears to be about 25 feet away. So a break for Lynn. Kin has picked up her 3rd. Lynn would love to get a 3 for Cram here. Marone spinning left, working her way in, puts it in with the left hand. What a move by Jada. The lead is 4. Ramsey guarded by Marone. It's got to be a nightmare to try to dribble it up against Marone. Here's Sullivan against Hemingway. Ball on the deck. Marone is there. Of course, first one to get down on the hardwood is Jada. Possession arrow favors Lynn. So Lynn much better off with this matchup with Hemingway on Sullivan and Lutz on Ken. Important trip here for the Fighting Knights, as they'll try to run an ISO for Jada. If the double comes, maybe a kick to Cram or Fiore. It'll be Jones on Marone. Here's Jada. Lutz, terrific passer. Jada underneath, rejected by Ken, but Marone picks up the loose ball. Didn't need the long pass. Lynn fortunate to keep it. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Two minutes to play. Marone has it. 12 on the shot clock. Lutz underneath. Banked it in. Big shot by Kostick. Doesn't look to score that much, so that's a big delivery by Lutz. Against the pressure, Jones. Back to Ramsey. Tampa lead is 2, minute and a half to play. Big time pressure on both of these teams here. Ramsey, 5 to shoot. Ramsey to the rim, might have gotten away with a walk, and that is a shot clock expiration. Terrific defense by the Fighting Knights, and as soon as you see Ken have to pop out, you are absolutely relieved as a Fighting Knight fan. Minute 10 to play. Spartans by 2. Pass into Hemingway before we got a hold on Sullivan, who quickly raises her hand. And we are in bonus time, so Michaela to the line. Hemingway 80% on the season, 2 for 4 here today. Has not looked real comfortable shooting today. 2 of 6 from the field, 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Big ones here. Rims it in. Soft touch by Hemingway, the talented sophomore transfer from Colorado State. She can tie it with this one. That's clutch. Money from Hemingway. We're tied at 62. Here's the pressure. Marone against Ramsey. Justo is fouled out. Confusion on the Tampa offense. Let's see if they get a timeout. Kin looking to establish. 10 seconds to shoot. A three-pointer is in, and a foul. The Tampa crowd erupts. That is huge by the Boca Raton High School star, Audrey Ramsey. And if you're Lynn, you just put your hands in the air and say, what are we going to do? You shut down Sullivan and Kin. That's the shot you want Tampa taking. And this should be a 4-point play for the Spartans and may seal the win. Unbelievable. Spartans crowd loves it. Big time delivery from Ramsey. Yeah, that's no fluke. She shoots at 45% from beyond the arc. But if you're Lynn, you settle for that there. There's no doubt. You don't want to be beat by Sullivan and Ken in the paint. That's just a enormous three-point shot by Audrey Ramsey. 4-point play. Game was tied at 62. 39 seconds remain, so Coach Hudd drawing what she hopes here will be a maybe drive and kick for an open three. But you don't need the three now. Obviously, to 39 seconds, a quick deuce is fine. So to get Jada going to the rim, see what they can create. Spartan crowd chanting defense. Here's Marone against Jones. Backdoor cut, nicely done. A foul over the top. Sullivan thought she had a clean block. She did get it clean, but there was some contact with the body. So Hemingway back to the line for two more huge free throws. She hit the two clutch ones to tie it at 62 before the 4-point play by Ramsey. And we need two more here. Rimming in, soft touch. So Lynn hoping for another point here and then a steal. They will go into their full court press immediately. There it is. Coach Jesse will get the timeout. Romick in for defensive pressure. She will replace Hemingway. So Coach Jesse gets the timeout. The DeHornley Center just getting busier and busier by the moment as the men's crowd comes into the building. We'll get to enjoy the finish of this superb ball game here today. Again, Justo is fouled out, so probably the best ball handler for the Spartans. But again, they've been playing with her for most of the day, and Ramsey's been outstanding. Quarterback in the team. Jones handles it well. With the timeout, Coach Jesse will get possession in the forecourt. Now, Lynn a little confused about who they have. There's the double. They foul Kin immediately. So Kin to the line. She's 82% on the season, but 5 of 10 here today. So Romick commits the foul, put Hemingway back in. And Kin, you would think, even though she's stronger from the line today, that she's going to hit the critical ones. She missed. Rebound over the top, a foul, silly foul by the Spartans. As that is called over the top on the rebound. So Lynn can put points on the board without expiring any time off of the clock. That's going to frustrate Coach Jesse. It'll be Kostick at the free throw line. So it might work out after all. Kostick at 56%. Pressure free throws here for Lutz. Her first free throw of the game. And big free throw by Kostick. The 6'2 Croatian transfer from the University of San Francisco. Another big one here to cut it to 1. The left-hander delivers and hits. That's huge. Hadn't been to the free throw line all day. Steps up in front of a big crowd and nails both of them. So a gift there from the Spartans. It'll be Tampa possession, no shot clock, 30 seconds remain in the game. So if you're Lynn, you're looking for somebody to follow, you may have to go after Ken, even though she comes in at 82%. Just because she's 6 of 12 here today, your other options, you don't want to put Ramsey there. 82% of the season, 3 for 3 today. Jones 2 for 2 today. Perfect from the free throw line on the season, 7 of 7. Your other options, Sullivan at 81%, 1 of 1 today. If you have Marcheski out here, Eleanor is 83% on the season. So it may have to be Ken. No good options, really. The best option is a turnover, but with the inbound right in front of the Tampa bench, that reduces those chances. It'll be Marcheski inbounding. She comes into Audrey, who's fouled immediately by Marone. So they commit the foul early, but you're putting Ramsey at the line and get the feeling that Audrey, in front of her home fans, could hit these with her eyes closed. There's one. The lead is 2, 28 seconds. Free throw shooting, so critical down the stretch. And that's pure. So we've got a 30-second timeout. So Lynn, they've been playing it safe. They've been getting the ball high post to Lutz, who's an excellent passer, leads the team in assists at 6'2". Running the back door. Down low, looking for the quick, easy bucket or the chance to get to the foul line. And we'll see if they continue with that strategy. 28 seconds, down by 3. You can also fake that play and see if you can open up an open 3 on the wing for Cram or Fiore. Remember, Megan Cram, 47% three-point shooter. A lob pass is a turnover, and that should seal it. Just can't have that. And Kostick has just fouled out, I believe. So Lynn, who is taking care of the ball very well here today, turns it over in a critical possession. Marcheski misses, 83% on the season. Marcheski is scoreless here today, her first trip to the foul line. And here's a big one, because if she misses this, still a one-possession game. Nails that one. It's a two-possession game with 25 seconds remaining. So Tampa shooting 69% from the free throw line. Lynn at 75%. Tampa 18 of 26. Fighting Knights 15 of 20. So now we'll see how Coach Hunt wants to play this. Will it be another quick 2? They come into Marone. Jada quickly to her right. Easy lay-in. That was nice and fast. 21 seconds remain. And now they can get into their full court press. Inbound to Jones. They foul immediately. So extending the game. Jones, excellent free throw shooter. Perfect on the season at 7 of 7. Jones is pure, 8 for 8 on the season. 21 seconds remain. Hits them both. Timeout, Lynn. I don't know if Lynn wanted that foul immediately on the press, as they had Jones trapped in the corner. They did elect to foul instantly. So a ton of tension here down the stretch from the DeHornley Center. You get the feeling this is one of possibly, well, we know 2, but possibly 3 times these teams will match up. If you look towards postseason, these are 2 quality teams. 3 for Hemingway, that's short. And rebound by Ramsey. Loses it in the corner, and a tie-up. I think Ramsey felt she was going to be fouled right away. Ramsey alertly, she knew she had possession. So 9 seconds. Lynn will need a turnover immediately for any opportunity. And that could be a turnover. Who will get there first? It is the long, lanky Kin winning that foot race to the ball. And that should wrap it up for the Spartans. With 7 seconds, and Kin at the free throw line. So Kin puts it in. She's got 26. That now a game high because Marone has 25. So 27 points for Kin. 5 seconds, Marone. No foul needed, as this one will end 74-68 in a tremendous ball game. Here, the first of a doubleheader. The Spartans win it 74-68, executing well down the stretch with their experience and certainly many big game moments. Coach Jesse and his Spartan team. Kin leads all scorers with 28. She also had a cool 13 rebounds. Audrey Ramsey, you could make a case as the player of the game for Tampa, running the point guard with Justo out with fouls. Ramsey finishes with 13 points, 7 assists, and 7 rebounds in front of her home crowd here in Boca Raton. Sullivan finishes with 15 points, 6 rebounds. Jones had a big game with 14 points for the Lynn Fighting Knights. We'll see if we can get Coach Hutt up here for postgame, but after a tough defeat, that is questionable. For Lynn, Montalbano finishes with 2. Fiore with 15 points, 5 of 7 from the field for Ella. Lutz Kostic, 8 points, 5 rebounds. And Megan Cram with a deuce. Clavina with 6. 25 for Jada Marone. It looks like she's going to join me on the post game, which is a nice treat. Hemingway finishes with 10. We'll fix the headset for Jada. And Jada Marone, thank you so much for joining me here. Can you hear okay?
Yes, I can hear okay.
Well, taking those stairs couldn't have been easy after that effort. You seem a little out of breath. I do thank you for taking the time, because what a performance it was. Jada, you finished with 25 points. So efficient, 9 of 15, 3 of 3 from three-pointers, 4 of 6 from the free throw line, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals. I mean, saying that you did it all is kind of an understatement, and I know there's no smile on your face even after that great effort, because it was a tough loss for your team. How would you summarize this game here today?
Today's game was great competition around the board from both teams. I think they just did a great job of converting off of our small lapses. And the ball game, as you saw, came down to free throws. And they came out, they won the game. But I think it was great competition overall for us.
The team just seems to be getting better and better. And I think that win at Florida Southern, the 1-point win, you hit the 2 clutch free throws down the stretch in that one. But what did that do for the team? Did that instill that confidence that you could beat anybody?
I think the win at Florida Southern was fantastic for us. But from the beginning of the season and seeing all the pieces that we have, we know we're more than capable. It just comes down to doing the little things in games, and details really matter for us. And I think tonight it really showed. We have the honor to play, a top 10 team in the country. And for us to be in there like that, it shows how that we are more than capable, like we thought at the beginning of the season.
How good is this Tampa team? I mean, they seem to have all, you talk about your depth, but they've got, seems like all the roles filled. But is this one of the best teams you've ever faced?
I say one of the top teams we faced, and I'm so happy that we get to play them early, because now we have to raise our standards and expectations for us because we get to play, within our first 15 games, we played 3 top 20 teams in the country. So it's prepping us, and towards the end of the season, it will only get better.
You've been coming off the bench the last couple of games. You seem very comfortable in that role. Is that cool by you?
I love it. I think I do a great job of whatever role I'm given, embracing it. A couple games ago, I think I might have a broken nose, so we're in the works of that. But I think Coach Hud trusts me enough to come off the bench or start, and I trust enough in her to give me any role and just take it on full force.
I'll let you get down. One more question. You got PBA coming in here on Wednesday. If there's a couple things that you think this team needs to do to really elevate to the top of the conference, what would it be?
I think today, like I said, came down to free throws. I'm not going to say that we didn't do anything wrong. We did have some small mistakes. But if we continue to play how we're playing, I think the rest of the season will be at our fingertips, and whatever we want, we'll get. So as long as we stay controlled, stay poised, control what we can control, our effort and energy, I think we will have a fantastic finishing season for us.
I love it, Jada. Great performance. Thank you. We'll see you Wednesday.
Thank you.
Jada Marone, an exceptional ball game. And she speaks of poise, and that is a woman of poise right there, both on and off the court. Jada Marone, the grad student from Lakewood, Ohio. So the final score again, 74-68. Just a quality game. A pleasure to be able to spectate and call that game. And thank you for joining us, all who tuned in here on the Lynn Sports Network. We've got another good one to come. We've got the young Fighting Night men who just seem to be getting better and better, and we'll see if they can contend with the Spartan team, who is playing very good basketball right now, 3-1 in SSC play. That one on your way in approximately 20 minutes. So the final again, 74-68. Tampa Spartans victorious in an end-to-end terrific battle between two superb teams in the women's game. For our crew in this one, CC Diaz, Crystal Hagberg, James Morales, I'm Ari Shannock saying so long for now. Tune in about 20 minutes on the Lynn Sports Network.